Welcome to Good Games Spawn Point, the show for younger gamers by gamers. I'm Hex.
And I'm Bajo.
And I am D.A.R.R.E.N. Oh, Bajo, Hex, is it okay if I talk about it now?
Okay, D.A.R.R.E.N, I think the ban on talking about Minecraft can be finally lifted. So, go ahead.
This week on the show, Minecraft finally gets released on console. Minecraft.
Alright, calm down, D.A.R.R.E.N.
Don't forget, D.A.R.R.E.N, you also promised us a data dump. Will you be able to deliver?
Affirmative, but first, Minecraft. Take it away, Hex.
No, first we're going to be looking at the hack and slash adventuring of Fable Heroes.
Oh, but then Minecraft, right?
Soon.
So many parts.
Just relax, D.A.R.R.E.N. We'll get to it. The Fable games are known for their beautifully crafted characters and ambitious storytelling.
So when we heard that the team behind the Fable universe were creating a new XBLA title for Spawnlings, we had high hopes for an exciting new adventure set in the Kingdom of Albion.
So prepare to be disappointed.
Fable Heroes is a Mario Party-inspired 2.5D side-scrolling beat-em-up that you can play with up to 4 players online or offline, and it's a very different direction for this developer.
The whole game plays out like a cute, old-fashioned puppet show. You begin by selecting your hero, sack puppet versions of the characters made famous from the series. You're then whisked away to the medieval land of Albion, where it's all very bright and colourful. The game uses an art style called cell shading, which I'm a particular fan of.
Once you've selected your team of heroic rag dolls, you set off across the dining room table on a board game made up of key locations from the Fable universe.
The goal in each level is simple. Fight off waves of critters as you push forward through the landscape, collecting power-ups as you go, and compete with your companions for that precious gold. This gold can then be spent on upgrades or outfits for your puppet pal.
The upgrade system is sorted out in another board similar to Monopoly. Each player rolls a die and takes it in turn, landing on different upgrade tiles. I can't say I was a huge fan of this, you guys. I mean, the mix of random chance plus having to wait for everyone to take their turn really kills the pacing of the game.
Yeah, it is very slow-paced, isn't it? And plus, I felt the combat was very floaty. You never felt like your hits connected with any of the enemies. Then there's the stubborn camera angles, the crowded areas, plus you feel like you're controlling someone underwater the whole time. It just doesn't have anything like the chaotic fun of games which are similar, such as Mario Party or Castle Crashers or even Lego Star Wars.
Hack and slash is a popular genre these days, so it's very strange to see one created by such a renowned developer like Lionhead Studios end up feeling like a cash-in of a once prestigious series.
As you journey to the end of each level, you'll usually reach a fork in the road. Here you will have to select a path that leads to either a boss battle or a minigame of sorts.
I had trouble working out which of these was which. The game only told me the name of the location, not what to expect, so I was left sort of guessing. Do I go to the hive or the farm, the tomb or the cliff top?
And when you do finally make a decision, I don't know about you, but I was disappointed with both of them. For one thing, the boss battles are long and tedious. You just hack away at the feet of these oversized enemies, and it doesn't help that the camera pulls back to a ridiculous distance. Most of the time they repeat the same move, and it's a pet hate of mine to have some big beautiful enemy and then just attack its feet for ages. It's not fun.
Lazy.
It is lazy, D.A.R.R.E.N, and I don't like it.
Otherwise, there were the mini-games, and I was happy to see the famous chickens in Fable are still getting it tough, but generally they were just button-mashing races in different vehicles, and they weren't much fun at all. Behold, the most underwhelming sled race of all time.
And this wouldn't have been a problem if they had just made the rest of the game a bit more interesting. The levels all do a good job of replicating those majestic Fable locales, and I enjoyed the interactive credit sequence too, but they all play out the exact same way. You fight a group of enemies, move forward, fight more bad guys, and then you're rewarded with a giant obstacle to destroy with the word break time. And these all just felt like giant roadblocks to me, telling me to slow down and have less fun, which is hard to do when you're not having much fun already.
And what was up with all those glowing red titles? They don't fit in with the look of the game at all. If you do complete all of the levels, you can unlock a set of darker, more challenging ones, but really it's just more of the same. I'd say if you're absolutely set on playing a party brawler, there are plenty of better options out there for you, so I'm giving this 3 out of 10.
I'm also giving it 3 out of 10, Hex.
Right, time for Minecraft.
Actually, Darren, it's time for the news.
The Minecraft news?
No, just the regular news.
Oh, well, hurry up then.
Okay.
Dispense with all non-Minecraft activities forthwith. We must get to Minecraft.
I'm getting there.
Hurry
Get
up.
out of here, don't stop teasing him.
Hurry up.
It's all right, Darren, it's gonna happen. Just be patient.
Forgot something.
Get out of it!
Oh, I want Minecraft.
What a troll.
Affirmative.
Just readjusting my chair before I go.
Bajo, stop being a troll. To the news. To the news. Don't toy with me like this. I want Minecraft.
Look at his face. He's so excited.
Bajo!
Oh, the news.
Oh, he did that on purpose.
He did.
Take my time to do the news because the news is very important. Just warm up my voice. La 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 la. Ready. Bajo here from the Good Game News Desk, bringing you news from around the world. The phone's ringing. The emergency news phone. This must be a late-breaking story. Hello, Bajo here. What you got for me?
Bajo, it's Darren.
Hi, Darren.
Have you completed the news yet?
Darren, this is the emergency news phone, and no, I haven't completed the news. Haven't even started.
We have to do the Minecraft review, Bajo.
I know we have to do the Minecraft review, but I've
This
got
version of Minecraft is based on the beta 1.6.6 version.
A graphic artist, Alex Zemek, is creating an animated short film based on Portal. The 10-minute film will be called Companionship and will feature Shell and her companion cube. Melbourne in Victoria has achieved a new world record, the largest crowd dressed as video game characters. 470 Melburnians accepted the challenge to cosplay as their favourite game character, easily smashing the previous world record of 425. Two passionate Domino and Nintendo fans have teamed up to create an epic Nintendo tribute made up of 30,000 dominoes. Featured among the domino sets were game logos, Nintendo characters, a Pokeball, Master Sword, Question Block, DS, and even a cameo by Mario's longtime rival, Sonic the Hedgehog. That's the news. Okay. Off I go.
Right, the news is over. Minecraft on Xbox 360.
Darren, we can't talk about Minecraft without Bajo. He's the other host of the show.
Oh.
Why don't you get your dump out of the way?
Oh, affirmative. Welcome to Darren's Data Dump, the segment where I dump valuable gaming info directly into your brains. This week, we address a very serious topic: viruses. In the real world, viruses are self-replicating submicroscopic particles that can infect all living things. In the computer world, a virus is a tiny computer program that can do all sorts of damage. A virus can delete your files, steal your passwords, and even turn your computer into a remote-controlled slave. Millions of PCs worldwide are secretly controlled by hackers and shackled to sinister botnets. There's no such thing as perfect security, but that's no excuse for negligence. Never open strange email attachments. Always keep your firewall, anti-malware, and antivirus software up to date. And if your PC seems a little slow, run a scan. Hackers are always finding new ways to get into your machine, so better safe than sorry. Data dump complete. He's back. Minecraft on Xbox 360
game
is
time,
roughly
Hex.
based on the old beta 1.6.
Yeah, I forgot. I'm sorry, Darren. It's been really quick, I
version,
promise.
so its current features are missing. There are no features. We're not actually doing the review, are we? Oh.
All right, well, let's get down to these questions. First up, we've got this one from, some royalty in our midst badge. We've got this one from Prince William, who's in Melbourne, apparently.
Your Highness.
Hey, Good Game, my question is, how do you guys never rage on a game? Because I full-on flip out sometimes. Because of that, I'm afraid I might become a noob.
Your Highness. I think it's okay to rage quit from time to time. I know I certainly raged a tad trying to get through some of those harder tracks on Trials Evolution.
A certain amount of rage just fuels your need to conquer that tricky bit. I find if I'm getting a little bit too frustrated, I just take a break. Maybe play with my kittens, or make a drink, or go for a walk or something. And then when I come back, I can do it.
Your Highness, you could play with the corgis, perhaps, or challenge the Queen to a game of Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I hear she is boss at Peach. But there's no point in chucking a wobbly and throwing your controller about, Your Highness. You'll just end up breaking something and feeling silly. Royally silly.
Oh, nice.
Do you know how they high five in royalty?
How? Am I doing it right? Is that it?
That's it. We've just high-fived.
I feel like that...
Royal high five.
It's like a medieval dance. Okay, well, let's move on to this one from Jaden in Sydney, New South Wales.
Dear GGSP, I just wanted to ask, would Trials Evolution or Trials HD come out on the PC? If you don't answer, then I will never know. Thank you. P.S. All of you guys are awesome. Well, Jaden, sorry to say, but it doesn't seem likely that either of them will come out on the PC. It's console exclusivity striking again. They were published by Microsoft Studios exclusively for the 360's Xbox Live Arcade. They're kind of killer apps, too, which is when they keep a game exclusive so that you just have to go and get the console if you want it. Kind of like Little Big Planet for PS3 or Mario games for the Wii.
But the Trials series actually started out on PC, so you can still get your hands on those original games. Trials 1 and 2 are actually just free browser games though, so while they're good free fun, they certainly don't look as good as HD or Evolution.
But there is Trials 2 2nd Edition, which has the proper 2.5D graphics and looks and plays pretty much like HD and Evolution. So that'll scratch your Trials itch quite nicely.
Indeed it will. So let's move on to this now from Adam, who lives in Brisbane, Queensland. Are there any cheats for Midnight Club LA PS3? If you don't answer, I will be a mega noob. There are indeed cheats for Midnight Club LA, Adam, but you're gonna have to work for them. By finding hidden Rockstar barrels around the world, you can unlock a whole bunch of cheats like unlimited nitro or no police. But if you activate a cheat, then you can't progress through the career or earn any money or respect.
And this isn't really a cheat, but there's a trick to get a good start in races. Basically, before the race starts, just hold down the e-brake and put the pedal to the metal to do a burnout. Then, just before it says go, release the e-brake and you'll get an extra boost off the line.
Oh, good tip there.
Thanks.
But moving on now to another Trials-based question from Xavier in Noobland, Victoria.
What's he doing in Noobland? Get out of there.
I know, right?
It's full of noobs and they have terrible parking. Please answer or I will become a no. Here it is. Is there any good motorbike games on the PS3 like Trials Evolution? Bajo is cool, Hex is epic, D.A.R.R.E.N is a no. Well, I'd say the best motorbike game like Trials on the PS3 has got to be Joe Danger, but I suppose it's also the only one I can think of, so luckily it's a great game.
Yeah, it's not quite the same as Trials, but it's got a lot in common. It's a 2.5D motorbike game, but it's a fair bit easier than Trials. It's more about doing lots and lots of stunts and finishing the tracks on time rather than simply trying to get through a tricky course.
And it also has a good level editor too, so you can build your own tracks, which is always a bonus.
It's a great game, so we'd highly recommend it. But moving on now to this one from Anthony in Cabramatta, New South Wales. Hey, Good Game SP. I was wondering if you could tell me what the name of the Hyrule world in Minecraft you showed on your Minecraft review this year. Please tell me. It's bothering me so much I can't brush my teeth.
Oh, sure thing, Anthony. That project is called Hyrule Craft. It's still in development at the moment, with the plan being to create a complete one-to-one replica of Hyrule from Ocarina of Time, and eventually turn it into a proper playable adventure.
To find it, just do an internet search for Hyrule Craft, and you'll find some download links for an early version that you can actually check out right now. Now, get brushing those teeth again.
Who's next, Hex?
Okay, we've got Fizzy Izzy in Fizzy Slizzy Glizzy Dizzy, which is apparently in the AC Tizzle.
Hello, GGSP. I was just messing around in a game called Journey on the PS3 until I saw a white-robed figure join me, and I want the white robe so desperately, so I'd like to ask if you know how to get it. P.S. Love your show and I watch it every day. P.P.S. D.A.R.R.E.N should laser himself until he disintegrates. Moo-ha-ha! Thankies. Spankies. Well, Fizzy Gwizzy, it takes a little bit of effort to get that special white robe, but here's how to do it. First things first, you have to find all the glowing symbols hidden throughout the game. You should know once you've found them all because you'll unlock the Transcendence trophy once you do.
Then head into the hub and go to the area on your far right where it shows you how many symbols you've collected. Here you'll see some cloth glowing bright white. Go up to it and press circle and you'll put on the white robe.
And it's not just for looks either, as it lets your scarf regenerate whenever you're touching the sand. And you can even jump longer and further, but most importantly, you get to look awesome.
Well, good luck finding all the symbols, Fizzy Izzy, but let's move on to this one now from TG1 in Sydney, New South Wales. Are there any pinball games on any console? Because I love pinball, so please tell me or I will become a cupcake. Cupcake.
Well, TG1, I don't think you'll become a cupcake today because there are some great pinball games for every console. First off, there's Pinball Arcade, which has just come out recently on pretty much every console and handheld there is, other than the Wii.
But Pinball Hall of Fame, the Williams collection, is on the Wii and the others, but it's a few years old now. Or there's the Pinball Effects games on 360, which are free to download, but you have to pay for the tables. There's quite a good range to choose from, though.
And the guys who made that also made Zen Pinball, which has versions on just about everything as well, except for the 360 because they have Pinball FX.
And that's just a few of the best pinball games out there. You're spoiled for choice, really. Well, moving right along now, and seeing as we're reviewing Minecraft again this week, I suppose we can do another Minecraft question. So, moving on to this one from GGSP fan in someplace warm, Queensland. Hey guys, I just wanted to know, what are your top 5 tips for surviving in Minecraft? Thanks a ton if you can reply.
This version of Minecraft is based on the old Beta 1.6.6 PC version. It does not have any of the features that many have become accustomed with. There is no villages, there's no end, no food bar, you can't sprint, there's no tabs, there's critical hit.
There, cable's out. Well, Minecraft is a dangerous place, but there's some simple tips that can help you survive. First and most importantly, fear the night. As soon as you see that sun start to set, get home to your shelter and sleep in a bed to skip through the night. Or if you get caught out exploring away from home, just quickly dig yourself a little hole in the ground and bunker down for the night. Because if you get caught out when night falls, you'll be completely surrounded by endless enemies that will take you down quickly.
My second tip would be to always carry some food around with you to replenish any lost health. Cooked meat is the best, but bread is good too. Also, if your hunger bar gets empty and you have no food, then you'll start to die of starvation pretty quickly.
Thirdly, you should craft yourself some armor and weapons. Armor will give you a big boost to your damage resistance and make it far more likely for you to survive when a creeper inevitably sneaks up on you. And having a bow and arrow is great for picking off enemies at a distance, but you'll still want a sword for when those zombies get up in your face.
Tip number 4 is a simple one. Be careful around lava.
Yeah.
There is nothing worse when you've been playing around for ages and then you accidentally touch some lava, burn to a crisp and have all of your loot incinerated. You should try and avoid mining straight up or down as well in case you accidentally hit a pocket of lava. It's a good idea to carry an emergency bucket of water around to put yourself out just in case you catch on fire.
Yeah, and my final tip would be to make sure you use plenty of torches when you're mining or building. Enemies can only spawn in dark areas, so if you put up lots of torches and keep everything well lit, you should avoid any baddies suddenly spawning in behind you and giving you a nasty surprise.
Follow those tips and you should be just fine. But on that note, we're out of time for this week.
Charging my teleporter!
Send in your questions.
Locking teleport! Teleportation complete.
You changed our clothes.
What just happened?
We were just about to review Minecraft.
All right, Darren. Now, I've lost count of how many times we've reviewed Minecraft here on the show, but now it's officially out on Xbox 360. We thought it deserved at least one more look.
Sticks and the sand. It goes on forever. Goes on forever. Oh, so many blocks. So many blocks.
Many of you spawnlings may already be familiar with the basics of Minecraft. You mine stuff, explore things, and run away from scary monsters. And that's all pretty much the same here. But even so, this version is still quite different from its big PC brother.
This is actually based, roughly, on the old Beta 1.6.6 PC version, so a lot of the more current features are missing. There are no villages, there isn't the end, you don't have a food bar, you can't sprint, there are no cats, no critical hits, no Endermen. Just to name some of what's missing.
no cats.
No, affirmative.
But much like the PC version, this will be frequently updated, so hopefully a lot of that stuff will make it into the game eventually. But while it might be lacking some of those PC features, it also has a bunch of great new features as well. For one, it's addressed one of our major concerns about this game. There is now, finally, a tutorial.
Oh yes, finally. In the past, on the PC version, it would take a new player maybe a day or two to figure out how everything works, but now you can jump in a tutorial and within half an hour have the basics down. They've also created a special tutorial world which includes a couple of pre-made villages, a castle, and a little rail track. So this means you can just stick with the tutorial world if you want and have your very own castle to call home.
Also, since there aren't villages in the randomly generated worlds yet, this is the only place you'll find those, so it is a great place to start.
Another big change is the completely revamped crafting system. So instead of having to know how to craft everything in the game off the top of your head, you simply select the item you want to craft from a menu, and providing you have all the bits you need, you can craft it instantly. And it highlights any items you're missing, so you can easily see what you need to get more of.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? It's just a much better system and it simplifies everything. I guess there is a certain joy in taking the time to memorize how to craft things, but really it's not much fun having to exit the game, go to a website, look up how to craft something and then go back into the game. It always just felt a little bit too obscure on the PC, so I really liked this.
The other great new feature is now there's local split screen, so that means you and up to 4 people can get together and have a bit of local co-op action, or some local co-op griefing.
You also get the option each time you start up your world to take it online, so up to 7 of your friends can come in and join in as they please. It will only allow people from your friends list to join though, so you won't get complete random strangers just dropping in. And also if you want, you can set it to invite only, which is good if you've got a few derp friends you don't want joining your game.
Yeah.
I found that the biggest weakness of this version is that it does not support the huge amount of user-created content out there. So there's no mods or texture packs, and you certainly can't import any save files from your PC, which means you can't play the official Good Game map and you can't ride the Poopa Noob. That community stuff is a huge part of what makes Minecraft so great, and here you only get the plain old vanilla version.
Yeah, but the developers have said they know how important all that stuff is. They're working on a way to allow for custom skins and textures and possibly even mods down the line, so there is hope for that, I guess. But even so, I doubt it'll ever match the huge variety of custom content you get in the PC version.
When the 360 version was first announced, they said there would be cross-platform communication between the PC and the 360 version, but none of that is there. They also said there would be Kinect support, and we don't really know what that would be, but that's not there yet either.
Hopefully it won't involve pretending to mine. That would get very tiring.
Yeah, it would.
Well, this is still the Minecraft that we know and love, and I think they've done a great job in tweaking those controls for a console version, which, with a game like this, I'd imagine is no easy task.
Yeah, and I can see that loads of spawnings are going to have so much fun with that split screen. I'm giving this 8 out of 10 rubber chickens.
I'm giving it 8 too.
Oh, can I give it a score?
Yeah, sure, Darren.
I give it 8. Now, Bajo, remember what we practiced? What is 3 times 8?
76.
That's much better than last time, Bajo. Doing well. He's not doing well at all.
1 times 8 is 8.
I know.
2 times 8 is 16.
I know that one too.
3 times 8 is 24.
Yeah, I knew that one too. I know my
times
times tables. Can we move on? I was just joking before.
All right, well, Bajo, what's in the show next week?
Well, we're going to delve into the random world of a valley without wind.
And we get awesome with Awesome Noughts.
Plus, we review the new Aussie-developed puzzle adventure game, MacGuffin's Curse.
Well, until next time, Spawnlings, Bajo out.
Hex out.
Darren out.
You know, in primary school, I was actually in a maths competition because I was so good at maths, and I went up to the teacher and I said to the teacher, hey, don't give me any 3 times tables because I'm really bad at them, but I was actually the best at them, and he gave me 3 times 8, and I said 24 before everyone else, and I totally won the competition, and then he disqualified me for trying to trick him.
Was that the high point of your academic career?
It certainly was.
He disqualified you?
Yeah, I didn't
That's
get any
not fair
lollies.
at all.
I was meant to get a lolly at the end of it. Nah.
I'll give you lollies. I have some in my desk.
What's the lollies?
I've got jelly snakes. I've got those bears, little squishy. You love those.
Yeah, no, sorry, I've just got a frog in my throat.